Hello, I'm Darren. In this video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and experiences with owning a transition Sentinal.
Oh, shitty train, I know for certain I'm insane. Nothing can live here. The mud is so deep, I can't see. Now take me to another country, let me start over. Oh, I long for green hills with meals and four-leaf clover. This rodeo's got me feeling like I should go before I'm
Frame's aluminium. Really, it's just a solid, durable spec. I've gone for nothing fancy apart really from good brakes, suspension and strong wheels. The drivetrain is proven and tested. I think when you're used to a certain feel, my previous bike was carbon and now I've gone back to aluminium. Feels like a nice blend. It's in satin silver colour, almost like a matte finish to it. I've recently added some frame protection, but everywhere else I've left exposed. The seat post clamp, this one particular one here, is not the one that was fitted with the bike. I've upgraded it to a Chromag. The original one had a smaller bolt and I found that it was always coming loose. So after maybe 2 or 3 rides, sometimes even, the first ride after tightening it up, it would come loose and then the seat would sway about and then you'd forever be tightening it up. Because of my weight, perhaps being a heavier rider, it just needed a more stronger seat post clamp to deal with that. And since fitting the Chromag one now, I've had no issues at all. Frame protection, I would have liked to have seen it covering more down tube, because there are a few areas where some rock strikes have hit here. Been a few incidents as well where the chain, when it's on the lowest gear, the chain has rattled on the chainstay there and taken some of the paint off. I think that could be perhaps to do with, because the chainstay pivots, that there's more chance of it coming into contact with the chain. I think part of it as well was my own doing, because the derailleur, the clutch needed adjusting with it. It was really slack and I think that was leading to causing it, which is something now I've become aware of and hasn't been an issue since. Bottle cage, originally I had a plastic one, and every time you were going off a drop, because of where the bottle sits, it sits quite close to the top tube there, and a few times then after landing, the cap of the water bottle would be hitting there and it just made a bit of a metallic clanking sound that made you think that there was something wrong with the bike. Fitted an aluminium bottle cage, which is a lot stiffer now, and that doesn't happen anymore. Things that you learn as you're going on. It's really good for trails where perhaps you're unfamiliar with them, or you're on some tight, twisty sections and you feel like you just want to try and hop the bike as much as you can. This bike really does like to get in the air and get going. Compared to my previous bike, which felt like it was more of a plower than anything. Build quality seems good. So far I had no creaks or any rattles. Everything's held in place. I have to say, the ride quality, the feel of it, it feels really, really nice and compliant and stable. Having those 29-inch wheels does give it that I think that mix between stability and playfulness. That is something I've noticed more than my previous 29-inch wheel bike. that this seems to be able to merge the two quite well together. Pulling wheelies. This is also the bike that caused me to loop out for the first time in God knows how many years. It really does like to lift the front, but it feels very lively at the same time. So I've got the scars to prove it, which bikes are capable of doing that to all of us, aren't they? Giving good scars to tell the stories. I've been using it on a regular basis. It's been back and forth, various different trails. I think that about covers it all, really. Hope you found that useful. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.